for both of these teams is to come out strong today.
Yeah, for the first handful of games, you just want to play hard and build some chemistry. Get more comfortable with your teammates while also learning their tendencies and preferences.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Clifford in at the two-guard spot.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
Here's DeRozan, following the score by Los Angeles. And Ayton pulls it down.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
The shot by Reeves, no good.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Here's DeRozan. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
DeRozan loves the mid-range. That's his spot, and with good reason.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton with the stuff.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, earlier I spoke with J.J. Redick. I asked how you counter a player with DeMar DeRozan's versatile scoring. We're putting a close sign on the mid-range tonight, Coach joked, adding, we're going to be very tight in that area defensively and not give him what he wants. Sounds like DeMar is in for an uphill battle tonight. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Clifford. He's covered by Reeves. DeRozan against Smart. And DeRozan gets it to go. DeRozan's got his second basket.
Let DeRozan get this close, and he will finish strong.
And there's James from the arc. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. The Kings have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Westbrook against Reeves. Westbrook can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. To the inside. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Fast break. Here we go. So they take the lead.
Defensive foul.
Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the night here.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Kings, DeMar DeRozan. Shooting 1.
Free throws off from DeRozan. And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
And so here's Sacramento. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Here's DeRozan. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Now here's Smart. Pass to Ayton. Here's James. And he converts the layup.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Here's DeRozan. Give him 8 points now. And here's Achiuwa. He can't get that one to fall. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. Pass to James. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And here's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Their last encounter in Sacramento.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Just 2 to shoot. The fadeaway. Good work defensively by James.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And here's the look now at the last few months of assist numbers for the last handful of seasons for LeBron James.
They've got to be happy about how many more assists he's been dishing out lately. He's got a pass-first mentality, and with how well he's been distributing, that's a very good thing. His teammates love playing with him.
Now here's Smart. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Pass to Aiden. Hey, from beyond the arc. Clifford pulls it in. The Kings have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Knocked loose. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. Fourth, the Kings.
Free throw shooting for this team has become a real priority. They've put in the work, and they make the most of their opportunities at the stripe.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And here's Doncic outside. Rebound by Sacramento. DeRozan outside. Sacramento passing it around. Outside Achua. Pass to Westbrook. Inside. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Down low. And here's the fast break. DeRozan with the ball. Now Doncic defending.
Tremendous effort. Defends the shot and gets in perfect position for the rebound.
Reeves. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Reeves has no fear at all going against the big guys. Drawing the foul there because he's fearless.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
First free throw is good. And Clark, for all the excitement around acquiring Luka Doncic, now the Lakers hoping to get him back to the NBA Finals.
Yep, his youth sets them up for the future, B.A., but with LeBron James in the fold, they still want to try to win now.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
Pass to Clifford. Now here's Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. And here is DeRozan. No good with the triple. There's the steal. He gets it in there. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Kings?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Here's Clifford. 13 points in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
The Lakers trail. And he lobs it up top. And Ayton with the stuff.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
The Kings have got 6 of 14 in so far. And stolen by Reeves. It's Smart on the wing. Pounded by Westbrook. And it's Doncic missing. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Smart against Westbrook. Clock at 6. Smart grabs a miss. Well, Los Angeles shooting just 38% so far in this one. James, right side. Smart, outside. And here's Doncic, outside. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Pass to DeRozan. From the arc. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 5 rebounds in the game. Smart, outside. Here's Ayton. Now Doncic, 4-3. Here's James. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Battling and doing work down low. The King, that motor still running good.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
stand up, get loud, or Lakers record.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Hachimura comes in for James. Kunad, he's checked in for Smart. Laravia's subbed in for Doncic. Outside Monk. Rebound, the Lakers.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Now here's Carter. Back to Monk. To win the cold spell. On target from range.
You've got to get out on Monk now. He shoots a high percentage from outside the arc, and the form, perfect.
Outside Reeves. He shoots it. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. The Kings leading. Here's Plowden. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers.
6th and fewest turnovers per game. And last year, they were top 10 in the league in scoring. This team executed well on the offensive end.
And when you think about how well they shot the ball from the line last season, it really stands out. Finishing in the top 5 and really taking advantage of any opportunity they got to cash in from the stripe. Arabia passes to Hayes. Reeves finds Hachimura. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Reeves with a screen on Monk. 6 to shoot. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Outside Carter. Outside Monk. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Sacramento.
You got to be up on Monk all the time. I mean, even when the pass has not gotten to him yet, you need to be there before it arrives because he's ready to let it go when he catches it.
Hayes with a screen on Carter to the paint. Cuts off the pass. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Malik Monk is a key player for the Kings. He said, coming to the organization, I felt like I could bring an energy that Zach had been waiting for, and it's a comfortable fit. Coming here slows everything down. I can just focus on my craft at hand, and it's been working for me. Back over to you, Brian.
He's played great for him. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Reeves. His last outing, he had 18 points. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. And he lobs it up to the rim. Monk with a steal. Pass to Baldwin. Carter from outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Reeves against Carter. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Kunad can't get it to go. The Kings lead by 10. Outside Carter. Pass to Eubanks. Here's Plowden. Outside Carter. 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. It's Hayes with the rebound. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Hayes with a screen on Carter. Can they get it? And Hayes lays it in.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's Sacramento up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Taking a look at Sacramento, we've got Drew Eubanks, and it's Plowden in at the small forward.
That is big time by Hachimura. No mercy at all.
Sacramento leading by 6. Here's the pick. Pass to Clifford. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Now here's Doncic. Hachimura with a screen on Carter. And here's Doncic outside. Doesn't go for him.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Clifford, defended by Smart. Carter from outside. And no good. Lakers trail by 6. To the middle. Now the Lakers moving it up. And Luka finishes it off at the rim.
Oh, it's so impressive you see Doncic at his size handle the ball the way he does. As a defender, he can really put you on your heels.
Pass to Clifford. Let's go with a 3. Smart with the defensive effort. The Lakers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Kunad outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Eubanks the screen. Fires the 3. Sacramento again missing. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Hachimura, the pass to Kunad. Back to Hachimura. Now Doncic. He's checked by Carter. 6 on the shot clock. From behind the arc. And it's Doncic missing.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Here's Plowden. Yet to see a basket. Out left to the wing. Pass to Baldwin. Deflects the pass. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Well, Lakers games draw big names. And tonight we've seen Soulja Boy hanging out with the fans.
You know, the Lakers have even made it into some of his lyrics. You know, the fans here love that. And they always enjoy checking out who might be in the crowd with him at a game.
James is checked in for Los Angeles. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Well, Clark, by my count, in your career, you made all of 23 triples and hit a respectful 34%.
23 over a, what, close to 5-year career, maybe the equivalent of 3 1/4 years on the court. Yeah, the 3 ball was not being shot a lot. I will tell you, I was looking to add it to my repertoire, though, and that's the case for all of these guys playing now. Everybody is shooting threes.
Steps back. Out to James. To the paint. Oh, deflected. Pass to Clifford. Inside to win the drought. The shot, no good. Hachimura with the defensive effort. And here's Doncic. Kicks it out to Smart. To the inside. Kunad outside. Nails it from three. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Good look from Hachimura there, beating the open man.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Welcome to the floor, the legendary fantastic Laker girl.
He's checked in for Los Angeles. All right, let's examine the distribution between threes and twos tonight for the Kings.
And I really like what I've seen from them here. The three ball hasn't necessarily been there so far, but I like when they get an open shot from there, they don't hesitate to fire. They need to keep doing this.
Here's Clifford, defended by Smart. Down low. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Good, fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Westbrook, he's checked in for Sacramento.
At the line for the Lakers, Maxi Kleber. One shot.
The Kings trailing. Now DeRozan. Give him 8. Double team on DeRozan. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, he just couldn't get out of his own way there. I like the aggressiveness, but that's his second foul.
DeRozan outside. Sacramento passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hayes, the pass to Achua. And the layup is good off the glass. Achua's got his first basket.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
It's James on the wing. Smart up top. Kennard for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. That game starts a nice 5-game homestand for them. Back to DeRozan. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Floats one, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal
DeMar
foul.
DeRozan picks one up.
Second
Look
team
at Luka playing hard, which is always the way he goes. Hits a foul, but keeps pushing and takes his shot, playing through contact.
It's his first trip to the line. He's off on the first.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
He hits the second from the line. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They trail by 1. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on an 11-2 run. Pass to Doncic. The Luka 3. Money.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka gonna cook you.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Back to Westbrook. Smart grabs a miss.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Kleba. Three-pointer off the mark. Kings trail by 4. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Looking to get back on track. Too easy for DeRozan.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Let's give a big round of applause for your dance team.
Some changes for Los Angeles. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Kleba. LaRavia comes in for Kunad. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for Smart. The Kings also with a sub. Monk's checked in. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 14-4 run. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Outside of Chua. Pass to Monk. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, the Lakers. The crossover. Good D. Better O from LeBron.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Kings trail by 6. Inside. Sacramento passing it around. Westbrook outside. Achua with a screen. Monk for 3. And Reeves pulls it down.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Ayton, a screen on DeRozan. From deep, here's Doncic.
You know, his touch just has not been there tonight. You wonder how big their lead would be if he was hot.
Well, Clark, when Russell Westbrook's career is over, how do you think he'll be remembered?
I call him 24/7 because he shows up the same all the time. Great energy, great production, stat sheet stuffer supreme. It was his work ethic and the way he brought himself to the game every single night. Very impressive.
And Ayton with the stuff.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Kings last season traded for Zach LaVine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team, and I don't take it for granted." BA, back to you.
Tremendous support. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Here's Doncic. Sacramento getting their last shot to go.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Laker fans, put your hands together, make some noise for your Laker type team.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hayes is checked in. .141 left to play in the second quarter. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Picks up his third foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Luka Doncic.
Number 2, Jarrett Vanderbilt.
Pass to Carter. Here's Baldwin. Outside Monk. Shot clock at 5. The Lakers with a rebound.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Now here's Reeves. Ayton, a screen on Carter, to the middle. And Ayton, throw it down!
My Lord, the agility on that size. Ayton's on another level.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Kings. 8-point game. There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Monk. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. And Reeves pulls it down.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around.
Left side, Carter. 19 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Plowden. Here's Baldwin. Off target from outside. Throws it up high. It's stolen. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Los Angeles Lakers. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And taking a look at Sacramento, they don't get their home opener until next game. But tonight, they start this new season on the road, kind of like Kenny storming into the kitchen and trying to take all my barbecue chicken.
That's because you're in my building, and I'm eating all the barbecue chicken, big fella.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Los Angeles Lakers.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching big fella out there.
You know they're going to have some bruised elbows tonight. Thank you, Kenny. That was your first compliment in 3 years.
Too.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Here's Westbrook. No made baskets yet. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. LeBron James out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Ayton in its center. That's the group for J.J. Redick getting going here in the second half. Pass to James. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Here's Clifford. He's covered by Ayton. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Sacramento.